But yeah, I've been feeling a little bit better today. I've been doing a cleanse only because I can't really eat for, I want to say, the past 3 or 4 days. I mean, of course, when my sugars go too low, I will eat something, but for the most part, I'm just trying to do a cleanse of sorts. I'm just like not feeling 100%. And sometimes cleanses help me to get back into like healthy habits and things. So I thought I'd come on here to talk about some stuff that's important to me. It may not be that important to you guys, but it's important to me. Okay, this thing takes forever to pump out, by the way. I feel like I didn't use enough last time. Why is it not coming out? It's just like barely coming out. I don't know. Before I delve into the serious topic I wanted to discuss, I wanted to thank you guys for being there for me yesterday. I feel much better compared to how I was feeling. And I thank you for that. I really do. I hope you all are doing well. Let's see. Sorry, my jacket's right here. I thought I was going to be cold, which was stupid. I'm not cold. I thought I heard something. Yeah, I want to talk about some stuff that's been weighing on me personally as a woman. And I think it's important for us to... Hi, Mindy S. How are you? Long time no see. How are you? I let that set long enough. I did. How you doing? I've missed you. I'm using Shape Tape. I'm okay. I'm doing a lot better than I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing a lot better than I was. But yeah, there's been a lot going on, like not only in my life but in the world, and I think it's important that we talk about it, because I think if you just stay silent, I don't think that's a good thing. Personally, that's just me. One thing I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. Oh, Mindy, so much has happened. Like, okay, my mom broke her ankles. Hubs passed out from a fever. We've all been sick. My buddy went to the ER before Hubs. Hubs had to get 5 staples in his head because he was bleeding out. I have a possible scary diagnosis. Just my life has been kind of like crazy. Like, it's been insane. Like, seriously, it's not been normal. You know what I mean? It's just been a series of unfortunate events. And so I'm trying to hold it together. I have therapy tomorrow, and I'm heading over to my mom's. I'm gonna visit my old AA, old stomping grounds, and yeah, because I need it. Like I've been really not good, not gonna lie, but now I am. I'm feeling a little better. Um, so I figured, yeah, no, it was scary. It was really this one of the most scariest experiences of my life. Thank you, Daria Moon. I appreciate that. Like, nice to see you again, by the way. He's fine. Like, he's just, and I have to tell him, like, take it easy, dude. It doesn't matter if you feel fine. Like, you need to, like, still rest. Like, they said 1 to 2 days. It's been 3 days now, but still, I'm like, keeping my eye on him, you know? And, yeah. So he had a fever, and it was scary. Hi, Spirit in the Sky Blue. How are you? So, I've been going through the ringer, I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I'm on a new medication that I'm trying to get used to. And for those of you who take medication, know how fun that can be. You're still in bed from the accident. What accident? Did you already tell me? I have to let you guys know that I've been having memory problems, and it's gotten pretty bad. So if I forget stuff, I'm sorry. Oh no, I don't know. Okay. It's okay, Smindy. It's all good. Um, like, yeah. I'm sorry you were in an accident, Spirit, and I'm sorry I didn't know about it. Um, or forgot. I just feel like a lot has been happening to a lot of people. Hi, artist. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the heart. Enjoy your tattoo. I hope it looks like how you want it to look. It turns out good. Stacy. Me and Stacy were talking about doing a spring look on Saturday. I'm healing vibes to Spirit. Healing prayers, everybody. Um, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow morning after my therapy to go to my mom's, drop my sister off, and visit with my mom, and then go to my meeting. I have a busy day tomorrow, so I probably won't be around. But then I come back on Saturday, and I won't get home until probably afternoon later. I really look pretty. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Um, I don't feel pretty, but that's okay. That's about to change. We're gonna fix this. But while we fix this, I wanted to talk about some serious shit. And I know, well, oh dear Spirit in the Sky, I hope you are recovering, says Daria Moon. Thank you. Let's see. Terrible car accident Monday. Everybody's been going through it in some way or another, I've noticed. And yeah, like I don't know, there's something in the air. I don't know. Is it a full moon? I don't know. So but before my husband fainted, I wanted and busted his head open and all that jazz. Poor thing. I almost thought I was losing him. Before that happened, I wanted to do a stream on why can't I talk? I wanted to do a stream on something that I feel very passionate about, and it's controversial. And I kind of want like you guys know here that like I support everyone's opinions, I support everybody's views, and that's just who I am. I try to see things. It is a full moon. Well, there you go. Mercury retrograde. Okay. See that? Yeah. Thank you, artist. I appreciate that. Um, I think us as humans, we need to be able to accept other people's opinions, beliefs, thoughts, etc. Hi, Lucian. Yes, prayers and love to all who need it. Good vibes, um, good energy, whatever it is you believe in. Send it to all of us because we all need it, right? Um, and what bothered before Papa's fall, um, you have a black and a purple boob. What the hell? I'm just here safe under my rock. You don't have to be like, why? You're safe. You're safe. Um, yes, good vibes, prayers, loving light, everything good to like anybody who needs extra. Um, this really for me, it's been a month now, but life's been relentless to me, so trying to hold it together. Um, but I'm doing it kind of. That doesn't sound fun, Spirit. Yeah, purple and blue boob. That's awful. Thank God you're alive. That's what I've had to do. Or think creator, think higher power, think whatever you believe in, like as a striving force. You know, that you're alive. Uh, that's what I do. You know, I always like I thank God that Hubs is like alive because he was leaving. Um, I didn't go into too much depth, but I don't want to because I don't think I'm ready for that yet, and I don't want to sit here crying. So we're not going to. Um, but what we are going to do is talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and it's called women's rights. I know I am Christian. I do consider myself Christian. And I wouldn't claim that unless I meant to live it wholeheartedly. Granted, I am a human being, and humans have flaws. We are very flawed. um, but what's going on? Spirit, this guy, go blue, blue. Thank goodness you are here live telling your story. Yes, could have gone the other way. Exactly. Like Hubs could have succumbed to his 106 fever and not have come back. But prayer helped him snap the fuck out of it because he was gone. He was leaving. And I'm like, I started praying. So then he started to pray too, and he started to move his eyes. I was like, oh, thank you. But that's I'm not here to talk about that anymore. That's something that I'm going to save for my therapist and my sponsor, only because it's something that is just so tragic and just scary and fucked off. So, but we all have to count our blessings. It's true. We're very lucky. You know, um, it doesn't matter any way you look at it. You know, I feel like I'm being tested, and I feel like I'm being tried, or like not tested, but yeah, tested. Like I feel that everything bad that could have gone wrong has, and I'm accepting that and moving forward. Um, rather than just being like, woe me, and you know, just depressed. I'm trying to snap out of that because I mean, yes, it's happening to my mom. My kids were sick, my husband, I was sick. It's just never ending. Like it just really is, and that's life. You know what I mean? That's life. Um, life throws curveballs, and it's how you take them. Really, is what's important. And I didn't flip out. I didn't fucking drink, and I didn't. You know, I'm okay, and I'm here, and I was able to be there for my loved ones. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, because I've wanted to have a mental breakdown for the past 72 hours and I didn't. So, like, I felt my mind going there, and I'm like, nip, blip a dip, blip a dip, flipping it back. So, I'm sorry this is controversial, and I'm sorry I don't want to offend anybody. That is not my intention. What I'm doing is I'm sharing my personal views on something that is very controversial. Huh, it's interesting. Hi, Mandalorian. Well, I'm a metal that's become liquid. Let's just say that, Lucian. I'm a fucking metal that's officially liquid. Okay. But so the whole they're trying to turn over Roe versus Wade, right? And I personally have some qualms with that. Qualms. Did I say qualms? You're nervous but excited for your tattoo. um Now, I don't believe that abortion should be used as a birth control method. Um, it's already illegal here. Shut up, Mindy. So it went through. It went through. Are you kidding me right now? I haven't been watching the news because I've been like, I probably shouldn't, but here I am talking about it. But I feel like talking about it and watching the news are two different things. Um, but to take that right, that was basically set in stone in the 70s from women is going backwards, in my opinion. I joke and I say I'm a conservative liberal because I have views that are very liberal and I have views that are very conservative. These would be one of my, I think this is not even a liberal or conservative thing. I think it's a human rights thing. I don't even think. No, I understood the what you were saying, Lucy, and I was just saying that I've been heated so far that I've become liquid. Like I'm just trying to keep it together. I mean, that was good. Thank you for reminding me of that. People should which oh, people should watch Handmaid's Tale unless you change your mind. Yeah, I can't get labeled self-harm, lol. Everything is going backwards. They have not learned from the past. Yeah. Or they want more control. Yes. And this is what I've been saying. And I can actually say that from the perspective of um, you could compare this to um, and I know a lot of people don't like this either. I'm honestly conflicted on the topic. Artists, and you're allowed to be. I mean, every person has their own thoughts, their own feelings, and the reason why they feel them. Um, I don't judge here. This is a non-judgmental zone. So that's why when I say when I'm Christian, I mean that. Because I see a lot of these judgy Christians and they're just all, "Nah." It's just like, you're the reason why God's taken out of allegedly. It's like you are the reason why people are stepping further and further from God. And it pisses me off, right? But I'm not going to get into that, okay? Because true Christians should not judge anybody ever for any reason whatsoever. The end. You shouldn't. You should strive to um, be the best version of yourself. Uh, you know, like what would Jesus do? I know it's so cliche. Um, and I see the majority of Christians don't do that, and it's sad. It's sad. That's why I don't really go to church, because um, I stopped going, rather, because all there is drama and just holier than thou, Bible thumping. Yeah, it bothers me. It just bothers me. I take the good from things that help me, like Jesus. I take the good from that, and I leave the rest. Okay, like AA. I take the good from it, and I leave the rest. Okay, this is with anything in my life. Okay, say I benefit from something. There's good and bad in everything. It does not matter. There is. Not every fucking church is perfect, and not every fucking person is perfect. So what I'm trying to say is, you cannot take something that's basically been set in stone for so long and take away the rights of women. And this is a control grab. This is a huge control grab. It's like with the immunizations, with the COVID shots. I'm pro-choice with abortion, and I'm pro-choice with COVID shots. I'm vaccinated, but it made me extremely ill. Gave my husband a frozen shoulder, and I feel like ever since I got vaccinated, I am not the same. And that's just the truth. My doctor, we were talking about getting a booster, and she said, because you had such a negative reaction to it, you are one of the ones that aren't going to receive a booster. And I said, okay, because I wanted to make sure that I'm safe, And people may disagree with that. People may say, oh, the shots are, blah, 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 blah. What needs to happen is that we need to come together and come to a commonality and a common ground. And when you have two groups that are just constantly fighting, okay, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, there isn't going to be any kind of reconciliation. The right choices will not be made. Um, they want us divided, and I firmly believe that they want us divided, and people fall into it. There's a form of brainwashing. It's called television. It's called the internet. People fall into it. I'm guilty of it too. You know, I'm not this fucking abnormally strong-minded woman that, am immune to anything. Trust me, I fall into it too. But you can't overturn something that's been around to help women's health for ever. You can't change that. That would be like going into the Constitution and changing. I mean, granted, like there's some stuff like that, like wording and things, like stuff that should be not there, but like going in like a right, our own rights that were decided, with the tribes and with our founding fathers. They both agreed that, hey, you know, you should be able to have a means to protect yourself against the government in the case it fucking goes haywire and they want to start going knocking door to door and who knows, doing abortions, forcing vaccinations. Who knows, really, at this point? Nothing would surprise me anymore. I'm seriously, nothing would shock me anymore. And let me see what you're saying before I continue. Go to that's interesting, Lucian. You're autoimmune. So yeah, I have a lot of disease. I shouldn't even have done it, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to make sure my kids were protected. Um uh God can be found anywhere, not just in a church. Amen. And it says that in the Bible too, by the way, artist. A sickly adult who was prayers and class C drugs. I had to make a choice. Yeah. And that is the choice that you were able to make. Oh, I don't want to hear that spirit. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me about that spirit. Abortion was founded when God made the Ten Commandments. Well, abortion is actually in the Bible. Um, and it was up to men to give the women abortions. Like the men would decide on what woman would get an abortion. Um, so, you know, knowing that, um, and I'm saying that men aren't taking it away from us yet again. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it. I have nothing against gays. I have nothing against the whole LGBTQ community at all. But I'm willing to bet there's probably going to be a gay man president before there's a woman. I think the women always get the fucking bad. We always get the brunt of it all. Um, I don't know. For a minute, I was kind of like, maybe it's women's fault, because there's a lot of, you know, loosey gooseys that think that abortion should just be like, oh, this is my 12th, um, and the women that think that women's lib is about, showing tits and ass, and that has nothing to do with it. We're our own worst enemy. Botox rocks president 2024. Well, I'm just saying though, a man, no matter what, a man's going to be in the White House as president before a woman ever would. I mean, I would even dare to say a trans man even would probably. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we're talking about, freedoms and things like that and inclusion and what have you. But I'm just saying women are like the bottom of the fucking totem pole, y'all. And we have been this entire fucking time. Okay. And it's not changing. It's getting worse. There's an actual herbal magical miscarriage recipe in the Bible. Yeah. So it's been going on for a very long period of time. It's not like this is just, it's weird. To me, it seems like a very weird political kind of grab. Like it's trying to be like, they're trying to throw in like, oh, but if you believe in God, then you need it. It's like, no, not really. Nap time, sweet girl hugs. Oh, thank you. Mandalorian. I'm just saying women always get the bot. We're the bringers of life, yet we're not allowed to have any decisions or choices, or we're not allowed to be heard ever. And it's really unfortunate. I mean, we still don't make as much as men. I could go on and on, but that's not what this is about. This is about taking away a woman's right to choose. And that's scary. I made a joke, like let's pretend men can get pregnant, right? There'd be as many abortion clinics as there are 7-Elevens, because those motherfuckers would be like, oh, that one chick from the bar got me preggo, and I gotta go. I mean, it would be so, they'd be catered to. You know what I mean? It wouldn't even be a question. Okay. They'd probably have like the football game on there. They'd be drinking brewskis before and after their abortion or what have you. It would be a different, just trust me on this. It would be very different. Botox rocks and his Firehouse Boys dominate women's sports Olympics. Woohoo. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm giving an example of like hypothetical, how would it be if men could actually, that they would have abortion clinics like on every corner. I know. Like, I mean, not every man is like that, but I'm just saying. The Greeks and the Romans well, at least the Greeks had very separatist views on women, and that's carried through. Yeah. They want to criminalize morality. This is about penalizing the woman. Yes. And we know historically only one thing will happen. Women will die. Yeah. And also, not only will we die, but there also are going to be a lot of children being born with like Down syndrome, or being a drug addict, or disabled, um, things like that. We're going to see a lot of that. And who's planning on taking care of these children? Um, they're going to end up in like prisons. They're going to end up in foster care. They're going to end up in um, I mean, they're just trying to. I could go really deep into this if I wanted to, but I'm not. What I do when I think about stuff, I try to think about what's the right thing. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think about like maybe my own personal inner shit. I'm like, well, what's right? That's why I think everybody should choose if they want a vaccination. Period. Point blank. I don't think it should be forced. Even though I'm vaccinated. Does that make sense? I feel about what is the right thing. And a lot of people can't do that. There's some people have just such very strong conviction about something being like, you know what I mean? Like these pro-choicers, which they're allowed to have that conviction. They're allowed to feel that way. Um, but you're not going to change a pro-choice's mind on this matter. And my point in saying this, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm simply stating my truth and my what I believe to be true. Anyway, um, I know I have a lot of people that follow me from all backgrounds. A lot of Christian faith. I've got a mixed group, and I like it that way because I feel we can learn from each other. If you just have a bunch of yous running around, how fucking boring. Like, I mean, it's kind of narcissistic in a way. It's like, you know, there's no room for conversation. There's no room for learning. It's just straight up, and that goes for both sides. It's not just a conservative problem. It's also it goes on both ends here. People need to learn to accept that not everybody's going to think the way you do. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't want anyone to just change their mind on abortion because I'm sharing what I think. You know what I mean? That's not the point of doing this at all. I read that. Greeks also fuck little boys regularly. That seems to have carried through too. Don't get me started. That's okay. No, I can't agree with that. Hi, Fred. That's something that's a moral compass thing. Like wow, yeah, there's no, like, to me, complete extreme shit is obviously wrong. Like, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be like, that's not okay. Like, do you know what I mean? You don't. Um, but I felt like if I just stayed stagnant and I didn't speak on it, that I wouldn't be doing myself any justice as a woman. I don't feel that going backwards is good in any instance when it comes to this country. We should not be going backwards. We should be going forward. There, I said it. Hi, Fred Franklin. Did I say hi? Hi, Shelby. Hi. And I'm sorry it's so controversial for everybody. And I'm sorry that if you can't hear an opinion that is against your own. I often watch things that are against what I personally think. Um, because I do. I know that sounds weird. If women are raped, and I know. Amen, Beck. I agree with that. If women are raped and pregnancy is the result, then they should be allowed to make the choice to keep or not to. Amen. And I think it's important for women to stand together on this. Whatever perspective you're coming from, you know, I understand that there's a lot of people that totally are like gung ho about this and they're really happy about it. but they don't really see the repercussions of what's to come from it. They just kind of are like, don't kill. Like, I personally think, for me, this is my personal belief. This is what my higher power has told me through my soul, is that the second a child is born is when you've accepted that child, is when you and Heavenly Father have been like, you know, I want this. This is here. I want this. Um, that's what I've been told by spirit. It hasn't, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to prescribe to that, and I don't want them to. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you don't get your kids baptized, like, if you want your kids baptized, the Lord knows that. And like, hypothetical, let's say a baby dies unbaptized, there's nothing wrong. They're not going to go anywhere. They ain't going to go, these mythical old views and ways of thinking need to be squashed. I really do feel that way. But there's a lot of good that comes from a lot of these old uh, stories and things. It just depends on how you take it or how you perceive it. Um, I think the problem here is the way of thinking. I am right and you are wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. Okay, I'm just saying what I believe to be right. That's it. I'm not saying that I am right. I am saying what I believe to be right. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. And then you get these extremist people that are just like, I'm right, period, point blank, that's the end. And unfortunately, if you claim to be a Christian, God doesn't want you to be like that. If you know anything about Jesus Christ, you know for a fact that he was nothing like that at all. So if you're striving to be like that, like Jesus, then you need to take a look at yourself and be like, well, what am I doing that's not, you know what I mean? Of course, you can have conviction, and of course, you can um, just agree. Do you agree with the abortions they do at 6? No, I don't. No, I don't. Nope. Absolutely not. No. Sorry, I don't. Uh-uh. No. Uh, they're just like, again, we need to come together. Do you understand? So I'm confused then. See, okay, I believe in abortion for women. I believe for the woman's right to choose. Um, Period, point blank. I don't think that should ever go away. But as two sides, okay, we have one side saying no abortion at all, and the other side saying, hey, 7 months pregnant, fucking kill the baby. Huh? We need to come together. Okay. We need to come together on this. That's the problem, is people are just so like one way and that's all. One way. And it's like, well, no, not really. There's a whole other group of people that think the opposite of what you think. And we need to come together and have regulation, like, so that there's not a 7 month abortion. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I don't. But the problem here, it's not going to get fixed if we just have two opposite sides of the spectrum fighting. Does that make sense? Fighting to be right. Oh my God, dude. Abortions are not later than 12 weeks. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I was curious about that because I was like, I don't know if they do that. I agree with the woman's right to choose. Um, I don't think a woman's right to choose should be taken away. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? No one's forcing me to go get an abortion. You know, if it doesn't affect me, like people can't, there's just so left and so right. There's no in between. And this is why I'm not going to vote Democrat or Republican in the next election because I feel that it is just so left and right that there is no in between. People cannot come to a common ground. They just want to hate on one another and they just want to say, I'm right, you're wrong. There's no community. There's no like, let's discuss this. Let's figure something out, something we all can agree on. Like it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And so until these people get their head out of their ass, the world's not, especially America, is not going to get any better. Hi, Heather. Yeah, I didn't even know they did abortions at 6 months. I'd never even heard of that. But I'd have to be in that person's shoes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I try to do is I try to put myself in other people's shoes. Um, as much as I can, as I humanly possibly can, you know. It's hard. It's not easy. I have to bend a little, you know. Um, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's uncomfortable, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, Heather Thomas, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, they do it only in extreme circumstances. Okay, so like the mother's gonna die or something, and the kids. Um, Pro-choice doesn't mean pro-abortion. Exactly. I just feel like there's just too like I want to see people come together and I want to see people from two different groups come together and come to commonalities. I'm so sick of seeing, well, this is wrong and you're wrong and you're wrong from both sides. Like, and I watch, it's just, to me, it's a big dramatic show. It's almost like a soap opera. There's no longer government. It's just kind of like, um, I don't know what's the word, like a soap opera. It has nothing to do with what the real people want. Well, maybe the real people don't want commonality. Maybe it is a good expression of where our country is very divided. And that's problematic. Okay. That's problematic. And I want to see us come together. Um, Despite our differences, despite our beliefs, despite, in order for everyone to be happy. Oh, no worries, Benny. I was just talking about how I'm totally against banning abortion. I'm pro-choice. I may not choose to have one, but I don't have the right to choose. Thank you. Oh, I love you, Heather Thomas. I love you. You are actually like me in a lot of ways. Nobody should decide what you should do with your body ever. Period. And that's not, I mean, the fact that it has to be such a left right thing, I mean, that's what bothers me. Um, and I feel like that's all orchestrated. I feel it's orchestrated on purpose. But I'm a big conspiracy theory person, and that could be my downfall. But I do go down the rabbit hole. Not gonna lie. Um, and I feel that they want us to be really divided on this issue. Because when you have division, divide and conquer, right? We need to come together. Everything nowadays, it's a soap opera, Heather. It's a fucking soap opera. Lame, most women are smart and they wait for the right person to have kids. I'm not a hoe, just saying. I have had 5 miscarriages. Oh, one was rape. Tough time deciding. Oh, it's awful, Beck. Thank you for sharing that with us. Keep religion out of politics and politics out of the JJ. Yes, well, lame. I prayed for a miscarriage on the rape because I didn't want to abort him. Wow. See, you're good. You're a beautiful woman back. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Um, Good for you. I don't think I would be able to have that way of thinking if that happened to me. They keep us at each other. Throat swipe. They're busy banking millions and breaking all the rules. Exactly, Heather. Oh my God, dude. Huh? Why are you coming for me? I don't. Is she coming for you? I'm so confused. Hold on, lame. Sorry, I don't want anyone coming for you. I have to. Oh, she's just replying to your comments. Because lame's allowed to have her own opinion as well, though. Like, I don't want um people that are pro-choice's opinions to be squashed either. And that's my downfall. You know, maybe I don't know. I don't think it's a downfall though. I think that when we have opposing views, we need to come to a commonality. And when you refuse to come to a commonality, there becomes a problem and there becomes division. And that's not we're not going to get anywhere like that. Haven't you seen what's going? We're not getting anywhere like that, right? So there needs to be something done. Like that's why I'm honestly I don't care. I'm not going to vote either Democrat or Republican in this election. I'm not. I'm going to vote for somebody that I feel that I like better. Because I don't want to. I want more options. Okay. I don't like the options I'm given. I had a miscarriage, needed DNC to stop bleeding. It wasn't available. I would have died of blood to death at home. Yeah, Benny. It's supposed to be about constitutional rights and freedom of religion, but only if it's their religion. A lot of folks don't believe in God. That is true. Yeah, I'm also pro life. I just know some circumstances require you to make the tough choice to abort. Yeah. Yeah, I'm independent, can't stand either party, right? And I think that's why, because all I see between the parties is like, they act the exact same way. Like they're like, and it's just kind of like, I don't like anything you guys are saying. Like, I don't agree with you, and I don't agree with you. So, is there anyone else that I can? Anybody else? You have a documentary you thought, oh, thank you. I would appreciate that. I leave my vote card blank, lol, right? No, I've always been declined to state. I've never, well, and then I was a Democrat for a very, very long period of time. Up until recently, I became a Republican. But then now I'm like, I should have just left that shit blank the whole time, dude. Well, you have to pick one, but you know what I mean. I just feel there needs to be more inclusion, you know, and for that to happen, we need to talk about it. Oh no, I'm going to vote. I'm just not going to vote for a Democrat or a Republican. I'm voting. Country lady, it's okay to disagree. When people get disrespectful, that changes everything. I agree, country lady. Um, we need to respect each other's opinions. Just because it doesn't align with your own does not mean that you should be like, fuck you, Changes start at your local election. It goes up the ladder from there. Definitely vote, always vote. Yeah. But I'm just sorry. I was disgusted when I found out that they were trying to do this anti-abortion, and um it's a scary time that we live in, and I think we need to come together and focus on, okay, so say if this person doesn't believe in abortion and say this person does, they need to come to a common ground. That may sound impossible, but I believe it's possible. I do. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that. I do. If you're willing to discuss it, and if you're willing to, I mean, it shouldn't just be black and white. Okay. Which party is trying to get rid of the law? The Republican Party. Be the change you want to see. It's too damn simple. That's the problem. Yeah. Um, but it's not very easy for most people. Like most people, they see their way and that's all. And that can be hard to step outside of yourself and go against the grain and go against what you think or feel or believe, to understand an opposing view. That's not easy to do. Like that's probably one of the hardest things anyone could ever do. And I think that's what needs to happen to help our country. So we need to start. Also, you have to wonder if they are in fact can start taking away rights. Exactly. It's very scary. It's very scary. Hi, little bit. Welcome. But again, like if you're pro-choice or pro life, to me, I respect your views. I'm just telling you mine. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you how I feel. Um, and the more that we divide ourselves and the more that we start thinking, well, I'm the right one and you're the wrong one, there's not going to be any change to be had. Okay. It's just going to be this never ending merry-go-round that we've been on for a very long time. Very long time. It's been a minute. So, hmm. I just think something so was already put into law so long ago, like is being, I don't know, it just weird me that it could just be questioned or changed. I am Australia. When I vote later this year, I will vote Labor. What's that mean? Yeah, gosh, my feet are asleep. I can't even move them. Ah, oh my god, dude. That's weird. That's never happened before. We're okay there. Oh, okay, I'm gaining movement back in my feet. That was scary. Well, Benny, I think labor is I believe labor is oh shoot. I'm trying to remember. She can discuss our politics. Our parties are labor and liberals. There you go. Ah. um and the thing I like about Beck is that she is pro-choice, but she believes in not taking away abortion. I think that's huge. What party was trying to get rid of the law? It's Republican. I think I already answered that. Because when the US do it, so do the Australians. Yeah, we kind of are like, yeah, that's true. I've noticed that. Like when America does something, like other countries follow. It's so weird. Like, why is that? So, isn't that weird? Anyway, it's just we need to be level-headed and keep each other, keep women's rights, period, point blank. I mean, I'm just kind of in awe that this is even a thing right now. Like, I just can't believe it. Well, yeah, they're definitely different. Yeah. Um, because in Australia, don't you have to be vaccinated? I don't know if that's right. Or if that's just propaganda that I've been watching. You know, like sometimes you have to figure it out, like what's real and what isn't. Beck, is it like mandatory for you to have a vaccination? You are 100% vaccinated. Um, isn't it mandatory though? That's the one thing I wanted to know. Benny, don't fight with Beck. Benny, she didn't mean it like that. She meant it like most politicians are very, they are. No, you don't. Advised to be, but we have a choice. Wait, hold on. Let me see. No, don't. Oh, you don't have to. Okay, because that's what I heard. I was watching some lady saying that everyone has to get vaccinated or something like along those lines, and like it just seemed. Oh, there's police in the street. Oh, okay, I get it, Betty. Um, what was I watching? These people are arresting this woman because she wouldn't get her kid vaccinated, and I'm like, and it was in Australia, and I was like, what? Like they took her kid. And I'm like, is this true? Like, I didn't know if it was true or not. I was just like, huh? Like, is this even happening? And it was like a video, and I was tripping. I'm like, is that what's going on? And just so like it's really hard to tell like what's real and what isn't. I know nothing on the United States. Oh, I've been those. I've seen those too. Some crazy looking stuff. Yeah, right, Heather. But anyway, I was like, oh my god. But Beck said it's a choice, so I believe what she said because she's from Australia. But we got to be wary of the things that we see, especially today, because they can be convincing as all hell, and they're not even right. Like they're not even uh, a valid depiction of what's going on. Does that make sense? Like I had to stop watching like TikTok politics because my god, I'm just like, ew, dude, this shit makes me want to barf. Like I can't even watch this shit. I do need to do more research. Mm. Before the election. Who's poking Russia? Hmm. So much disinformation out there. Even videos can be manipulated so well nowadays. It's true. Knowledge is power, power is change. I agree with that. 100%. I'm just baffled that this is even happening. I'm just shook. Oh, no worries, artist. Like the fact that it's even taking place, like, like I don't know, like it just baffles me. Cheers, Mother Nature. Thank you for being here. This should have never been. This law should never been questioned, right? I don't get it. I was talking about um, Roe versus Wade being overturned and how insane it is and how I'm just like, huh? What? What? I mean, like, I'm just like, am I in the right? I'm confused. I'm just shook. I'm shook. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I felt like if I didn't say anything, like, I mean, I don't, if I lose people or if you know, mean, like I said, you can disagree with me. I don't care. It's not that big a deal. Like, if you don't agree with what I agree with. Oh, abortion laws. I was shocked that it wasn't a federal law. Like, I think that's what kind of took me back. Because, like, wait, can they do that, Benny? And then they are. Like, I'm just confused. I just think it's crazy. I don't understand it. And I'm trying to like make sense of it all, and it doesn't make sense. I think that's the problem, is that it does not make sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's no sense to be made of it. It's just straight up blatantly taking away women's rights. And that's my personal view. You don't have to agree with that. You don't have to. You don't have to agree with that. Yeah, I know. But most women don't even know that they're pregnant until like a month or two. Do you know what I mean? Like, um, it's weird. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, once you found it, you'd have to get your ass in there, basically. Like, I don't know. I don't like them trying to mess with our. Oh yeah. Okay. So I was good. Okay, that's misinformation. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know myself. I don't. Like, I don't. All I do know is what I personally feel is right for women's rights. That's all. That's all I know. Like, what I personally feel for women's rights. That's it. That's what I know. I was gonna say some women don't find out that they're pregnant. Yeah. Rape is legal. It's past you must carry and deliver a baby. Sounds fun. Yeah, mother. That's a good argument. Oh no. Women will have to carry ectopic pregnancies as well. Oh my god. Don't even that. Ah. That's scary. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about it. Have mixed thoughts. That's keeping your mouth shut. No, you're allowed to talk. That's the whole point of this stream. Is people are allowed to like discuss. Like, it's important. I feel like. I don't feel like we should. It is dangerous for the woman. I think all our voices are valid. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna go into this because I've been wanting to use it and I haven't been able to because I've been so just depressed and shit. It's dangerous for women. Yeah. It's scary. I don't like when our rights get messed with on any level. Like, at all. Does that make sense? Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I know I've been going through it, mother. Like I've been going through hell and back, but I'm attempting to get through that. That's scary. Yeah, in some states though, right? Not every, well, obviously in conservative states, but it's a scary thought. I just don't want to, but I wanted to bring it up. Granted, we've been talking for we've been talking about it for like a long ass time now. Um, and so I'm gonna switch gears and just ask everyone to do their due diligence, to do their due diligence to make sure our rights don't go away. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, mother has a good point too, you know what I mean? Like what if, but like what if they're like a drug addict or alcoholic and they're not paying attention, you know? Eh, I don't know, like if you're a normal person, you know, you should, yeah, you should definitely know like, oh, let me go get one if that's the case, if you wanted one. But or like say, let's say they have a mental disability. You know what I mean? Or like who was adopted Northern Girl? Oh, you were? Aww. That's sweet. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I don't I agree with everybody's perspectives. Like I don't, like I said, okay, I think everyone has a right to their own opinion, and I meant that. Um, I'm just telling you mine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, should use protection or don't have sex. Good point. That's a good point. But I don't like thinking that women's rights are being taken away. Like I feel like something that's been around for so long, it's just scary. That's all. Like it's scary. It's a scary truth. And I don't know. I have to do more research, I think, on it to see really what is going into place. Yeah, you've had a miscarriage. I'm sorry to hear that, mother. Hi, Bicycle Mike. Sorry I didn't see you. I just don't like rights of any kind being fucked with. Like it doesn't matter, especially women's rights. It's just scary. That's pretty. Oh, they removed the mirror to make it more sustainable. Yeah, that's scary. Yes, I'm sorry back to hear that. That's awful. Yeah. Well, I could see why back. That's awful. I've never had a miscarriage. Hi, Hannibal. Yeah, that's why I have to take Heather, I have to take a pill to stop my periods. Ah, northindrone. No, it starts with an N because after my tubal, I I had just I wouldn't stop bleeding. It was awful. Yeah, I have my fur babies and I've come to terms with it. I'm sure in the event of an emergency, things will be classified differently. I hope so. I can't link a few. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine, artist. I think that would be great. Yeah. You can be pro-life and pro-choice at the same time. Hannibal, just thought I'd say this is all a control tactic by government, and the question we should ask is who will this affect most? It will affect poor women who can't travel to states and allow abortions. That's a fair statement right there. That is a fair statement. Well, I don't think any side is bullshit. But when human rights are being taken away, I have a problem with that. All right, have a good day. Take care. Oh, thank you, Mother Nature, for coming in pro-choice. Thank you, Heather Thomas, again. Need 15,000 signatures so far, almost at 11. Okay, thank you, artist. Look at that. She just put. I love that. Thank you. So they're petitioning it. I am pro women's rights. Only women now, right? No, it's funny. I just don't like rights being taken away. It doesn't matter in any aspect. It bothers me. This color isn't really coming off. No, it is. Another one from the ACLU. Thank you, artist, for doing that for me. I appreciate that. I'm trying to use the darkest color right now, and it's just kind of like being a butthole. It's beautiful out today, right? I just want I just want both sides to come together and come to a commonality. I think that would be really important. Off to bed. Good night, Beck. I know we always catch each other at the worst times. Love you. But that's a dream that probably will never happen. It's an unrealistic dream. I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. It's pretty much unrealistic what I want, so that's okay. living in Pollyanna land helps something. That's funny. Well, I agree. I can honestly see why each person feels the way they feel. And I'm not going to discredit anyone for their feelings at all, ever. Because I don't feel that's what I'm supposed to do. You chuckled when you typed it. Grandbaby is awake. Aw, thanks for the conversation. I'll check out the petitions. Awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. Prayers for my family. Hope to chat again soon. Thank you. I see both sides off their rocker a little bit. Like I'm kind of like I want a different choice. like I kind of don't want either one, if that makes any sense. Like I'm just kind of like, I'm not pleased with either of you. Here. I'm going to do my due diligence, do my research, and when I do vote, find out who it's going to be for, because I do want to make a right choice for me. Does that make sense? And it's hard because I have some problems where I don't understand like what I'm reading, or I don't understand a lot of jargon. Yeah, like me and my family were middle class, and so it's an interesting place to be in because I've never been middle class. I've been poor most of my life. Um, just being real. Uh, so I want I don't want to see the middle class die because that's scary. That's a scary thought. Choose the lesser of the evils. Yeah, I'm choosing not to choose evil. I think that's what I'm going to do. See? Because that's what's really needed. People don't. I'll throw away my vote for the next 50 fucking years until it actually happens, guys. I don't give a fuck anymore. I was disappointed when I voted Democrat last time, and I was disappointed when I voted Republican last time. So I'm going to actually really, truly study these individuals and figure out who I'm going to vote for. The freakers, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, again, I just don't like to call them that. Like, I don't like to, I know that, okay, yes, I'm against banning abortion. That's why I had this stream mostly. But I don't want to call anyone like names. I think that's part of the problem is they have us so divided that we like must like feel the need to, you know, say things like that. Like it's just not to me. I don't want to like I'm not going to go there like that. Like I'm not because that's the problem. Like two parties fighting, conquer and divide. I think that's the what the government wants and I'm not going to take part in that. I think the problem is voting Democrat and Republican. I think we'll forever see this country in a downward spiral until we get out of that. That's my own personal view. So they're letting me choose between black and gray. I'm going to choose purple. It is my body. You're damn fucking straight. So yeah. I just I don't believe in like discrediting other people's opinions and views. Like I just don't feel like that's good to do. Because then people don't listen to what you have to say. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's important. Oh, that's just me though. That's what I'm personally trying to strive for. It's my own personal goal. Everybody has a reason to why they believe what they believe. You know what I mean? And I can't take that away from them. I can't say that they're not valid. I think the programming really comes from you must vote blue or red. I think that's a huge programming. I refuse. I don't think I'm going to vote blue or red anymore. Because I've done both and wasn't impressed with either. Yeah, but not everyone is totally informed, though. You know what I mean? Like, including myself. Like, I don't know if I believe that. I think we need to, as citizens, upstand. Like, we need to get out of this rhetoric of there's only two sides we can pick. And until people start voting outside of that box, nothing's ever going to change. Yeah, no. Like I said, I'm going to, before I vote this time around, I'm actually really going to do my research. Please wake up. We need your vote. No, I'm going to actually do my due diligence. I'm not even joking. Usually I just go, I like you, or like, oh, there needs to be a black president. I chose Obama twice. Oh, there need, this person seems like he can't be bought off, Um, yeah, that's how I choose. I don't really do research per se. So this time around is going to be my first time actually doing my due diligence to find out what the fucking truth is. RS wants to take this country backwards. Yeah. I see that now. Like, I mean, like when I joke, I sit there and say I'm I'm a conservative liberal, and I mean that wholeheartedly because I do have a lot of conservative beliefs, but I also believe in the woman's right to choose, and that should never be even up for the chopping block. Period. Point blank. I'm cleansing. Now, but those other people think that they have facts. Like everyone thinks that their facts are facts. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain. And I don't even know what's true or not, to be honest with you. I don't. I don't do enough research to know. I know, but there's like I could argue I'm very devil's advocate. Like I'm the queen of playing devil's advocate. And um I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know. I really don't like it. I watch both. I watch all of them. I watch I watch both sides. And all I see is them making fun of each other. No, I'll do my research. And if it ends up what you're saying, if I do my research, my due diligence, like I plan to, you read. Yeah, stop watching, read. Yeah, because when I watch the two parties just go at each other like that, it makes me want nothing to do with either. Truly, it does not. And you know, I'm just being honest. So the boob tube is part of the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna do my due diligence, dude, and it's gonna be weird. Why so negative? I'm negative? Yeah, no. Yeah, like I'm actually this time voting or like this time around. I'm very happy. Well, my husband just broke his head open. If you're getting like a sad vibe from me, my mom's ankles have been broken. Like I've gone through a lot for the past month. So if you're getting a negative vibe from me, that would be due to kind of stressors of life. But I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I don't think being all inclusive is a negative thing actually. But um and trying to understand why people feel the way they feel. I don't think that's negative. I just think that's just how we should all be. But it's not reality. You know, it's just not, unfortunately. So, like I said, I've never really researched anybody I voted for. That's my bad. Kind of, yeah, Benny. That's awful. Like I can't even like I have to breathe, I have to breathe and I have to um stay centered. And it's hard. But this will be the first election that I actually do my research. So I'll be studying like I'm in college, no lie. And I will tell you what I come up with. As my stomach growls. I'm doing a cleanse. I've been doing a cleanse for the past freaking too long. Let me be an example of overcoming adversity. Yeah, it's just I need to do my due diligence, you know what I mean? Yeah, so do I. God, my stomach's, I need to eat something. My sugar's dropping too low. Yeah, I just felt it had to be talked about. And again, if you don't um, believe how I believe, I hold nothing against you. I don't think, I don't, um, I believe what I believe for a reason. You know what I mean? And I don't expect everyone to be cookie cutter and to be exactly the same and to want the exact same things. I feel like that's impossible. But what is possible is coming together and finding common ground. You can vote for me in the next election. I'm just kidding. You can vote for me in the next election. Happiness is a choice. Yeah, it is. But I have like severe mental illness, so like the shit that's been going on in my life, it's hard for me to be happy right now. We're all disabled here. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we're trying to figure out some stuff about my brain and shit. There's just a lot going on. We're all on their list. It's a scary thought. You want me to do me? Well, I'm going to actually, like I said, I'm going to, for the first time, really like buckle down and study. And because it takes me so long to understand shit, I'm going to like probably be locked away in a room for a couple days or more, um, doing my research. I'm just being real. Like, I'm just fucking being real. Um, Still enjoying life. Good for you. That's good. As you should, you know what I mean? Otherwise, what's the point of living if you can't enjoy life? I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just tired. I don't like fighting or that's the problem too. I see is like people can't just have conversations without getting aggressive, and it's like, why? I'm trying to. Yeah. Wow. Strong ass. Yeah, that's um my mom's, she's currently in a hospice, but she'll be going home soon, and I'll be taking care of her. But it's just from broken ankles though. But she has diabetes and heart problems and all this other stuff, so it's kind of like one of those things, like, you know. I just want, I want everyone to accept each other's differences. I don't like, I feel like we're not going to really get anywhere fighting all the time. Does that make sense? Like, I don't see how that's going to be beneficial for anybody, like, ever. So am I, but I hold back a lot because I don't want to like piss people off or like lose people. Like, I don't want to like make people mad at me. Like, I just, I try to be the best version of myself. And sometimes that includes um, toning shit down or, but I mean, this needed to be talked about nonetheless. I mean, it was something that was important and that was weighing on me and that I don't think should just be ignored, you know? That's why I brought it up. Because when we don't talk about these things, things don't get done. I will do I will do my due diligence. Um, well, the reason why I worry about others, because if I was just basing it off of myself, whoa, I'd probably not do my due diligence of research and possibly vote Republican again. But because I care about people, like genuinely, um, including myself and my family, because that's really important too. I have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, a disabled veteran husband who just opened his head up, and I thought I was going to lose him the other night. Um, it's just it's a lot. So that's why I try. I try my best, and you know, it's all I can really do. But yeah, no, I'm gonna do my homework, you guys. This is gonna be the first time I do my homework and vote. Right. Recently, I found out someone I followed on YouTube was a very strong Republican. He hates gays, saying very negative things about women and how women are no good without a man by their side. Oh my God. That's awful. Yeah, no, I am a conservative liberal. I'm not kidding. There needs to be a party for I think the voices that want like what I want. Like I don't want division, and I want people to come to commonality and common grounds, and most definitely women's rights should never be on the chopping board ever. Um, but yet this is all happening under a Democrat right now. You know what I mean? So these are things that I have to really like. Granted, yes, the Republicans, the ones that are trying to do it, but couldn't Biden sign this into federal law right now and change that? I mean, this is an honest question. See why I don't want to vote either side? See why I don't care. I will throw away my vote, like I said, for 50 years if it eventually people start voting outside of Democrat Republican. Has he done anything to make this happen? Is he taking steps forward to help that or to get that in the process of, do you see what I mean? They're two sharks. Okay. Different colors. Same agenda. That's my opinion, and I'm so sorry that it pisses people off. I don't want to piss anyone off. I don't. So, what if I might end up voting Democrat? I don't fucking know. After my research, I'll find out. I'm gonna be doing a lot of research. That's crazy. it's awful. That just bothers me. But like I said, like, is he doing anything to combat that though? Like, you know what I mean? Is Kamala doing anything to, like, I mean, are they doing anything to change this? Like, are they trying to? I mean, they've been silent. All I hear is, nothing really. I don't really hear very much. You're a confused party. Yeah, I'm a conservative liberal. So am I. I'm a very confused party. Plus, I have a lot of mental health issues that I think, I don't know. Like, I often wonder, like, if I should even vote. But then everyone tells me you have to. And so I have in every election I've been able to since I turned 18. I'm 38. Um, but this time around, I'm going to become informed. And I think that that's important, if that makes sense. Like before, because I've always just, like I said, voted uninformed. And did they? Okay. They voted it down last night. Okay. That bothers me. That's bothersome. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't. That's. I'm so confused on how we can have. Uh, I'm so confused, you guys. I learned this in college, like we're political science, and I learned like the House and the Senate and all that stuff. Yeah, no, I know, Benny. I just would like to see there become like, I don't know. I need to do my research. Oh, they have us painted into a corner. Yes, doing a lot. Like they are doing a lot to change things. Is that what you're saying? Because I haven't. They don't talk about it. Nobody does. Not even the YouTube channels or the news. So I'm kind of like trying to figure it out. My stomach's growling. I know that though, but I don't know. Just I don't know. I have to figure it out. You guys seem like you're more informed than me. I've watched Hal. I watch them all. I watch both of them. I watch Fox. That was a joke. Um how they were trying to say like the women anti-abortion or pro-abortion. Hi Metro. But I see it, like I see the same thing happening on both sides. So that's my problem. Like I just wish. Yeah. I think they both do. Like, I don't know, because I see it so much both on um both sides. I watch both sides often. And I just see just like shit slinging on both sides. I'm not gonna lie. I see shit slinging and I just don't see how turning politics into a soap opera is gonna help anything. Like I just don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't see how that's helpful. I'm not a flip flopper. I just want to do what's right, like genuinely. Does that make sense? Like to me, I don't know. No, I don't actually. I listen to both. For example, like I didn't like how the Republicans were trying to make out like the protesters for abortion. They were trying to make them out like as some like terrible people. Like, look at this. They were at a where were they? Someone from the Senate or House's house, and they were protesting out there. And they're like, look, and I'm like, well, and like I didn't understand what. Oh, okay, good, Benny. They were trying to make it like seem like they were doing something wrong, and I didn't see what they were talking about. I didn't see it, and I watched both sides open-mindedly, 100%. Metro, I don't know. Looks like in some states it will be. Hold on. Is my inhaler in here? I've been a Democrat my whole life, you guys. You don't understand. You're talking to look. I trust me. I know. I just. I'm at a point though where I'm so sick of it all, and I don't think there's going to be change until people vote outside of a box. You know what I mean? Like we need to get everyone on the bandwagon to stop voting for them. Like that's how I feel. Like I can't help that. It's just oh. Well, I've been talking for almost 2 hours. What's the name of that guy you sent me, Benny? McKinney? I don't know. I have very off. Okay, my memory isn't good. I, uh, that's all I'm saying. I don't remember, but I do watch. I do watch both. Genuinely, I'm not just saying that to be like. I'm not a flip flopper either. And I've been noticing a lot of what I've been noticing a lot of stuff from the right that I don't like. Like I already know I'm not voting Republican. That's what I do know for a fact. But I'm trying to decide if I'm going to vote Democrat or something else. You know what I mean? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Does that make sense? You know? I want real change. I don't want a temporary band-aid on what the fuck's going on. I just don't. I don't know. But it all starts with like education, educating yourself. And it's something that I'm going to have to do. It's really hard for me. But I'm going to do it. It's really hard. It's really hard. I mean, I'm gonna have to like just got here. I heard you say you were a Dem your whole life. And so was I until I stopped watching the news. Now I think they're all corrupt and I'm independent. Thank you, Lynn. That's where I'm at, kind of ish. But I need to do more research, Lynn. I was a Dem my whole life until recently I became Republican. God, my stomach's gone. Do you guys hear that? And then I regretted that. I regretted that change. I was like, fuck, what did I do? Like, And then, so now I'm like, wait a second. These two people, they sound the same. They just sound the same, but in different. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I'm going to make an informed decision this time around, period, point blank. Whatever that looks like. And I can share it with y'all if you'd like. Blue, the choice is yours. Metro. You hear my stomach? Yeah, I'm going to go try to eat something. When I'm really like depressed, though, it's hard for me to eat. That was a grand entrance, wasn't it? Um, so I'm actually gonna eat because my sugars are gonna go low. I've been drinking these. I've been doing this cleanse, and but I can eat like small things, but I don't even want to eat. That's the problem. I don't want to eat. Like my little boy's awake. Hubs is up there with him. I'm gonna go. I've been on here for 2 hours, and I want to end this by saying I respect everyone's views. I do, believe it or not. But I have my own views too. And I just ask that you respect those as well. Stay positive, even though it's really hard sometimes. And I don't know when I'll be back on here. I just felt I had to say something. You know? Love you. And thank you for like letting me know about like your guys' opinions. Like it means a lot. Yeah, I mean, so much has happened, Metro. Like in my life, like I can't even begin to tell you. Thank you, Benny. And everyone take a deep breath. It's okay. Thank you, Lynn. I'll talk to you guys soon.